Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have two more American Girl dolls. Now if you had told me at the beginning of this week I would have added 4 American Girl dolls, no 5 American Girl dolls over the course of the last week, I would not have believed you. But the situation was that after Lindsay and Avery and I spent the Monday hanging out, and we were really talking about Corinne, the new girl of the year. Now, back when we were talking about her, all that was out was like one blurry leaked picture that we could find. And so we were going on and on about, was she the Nanea sculpt? Was she not? Well, anyway, I had to go to the hospital in Charlotte today to pick up my MRI images because my doctor moved practices and I got to take my images to his new practice next week. And so I was like, well, if I'm going to Charlotte, if I'm going up there, why don't I just go on and check out Corinne? And I had quite a few of those Stony Clover bags. I didn't have quite a few, but I took 3 of those bags back and just exchanged them because I thought I'm not going to use all these bags. If you guys remember my video about all the bags, and I was like, I just like bought everything. I took a few back and exchanged them, so I didn't have to pay any money out of my pocket because it was money already spent. So I exchanged them for these, and I actually got an additional $95 back on a gift card to use in the future. So I'm probably going to use that for Create Your Own. But I did film a little bit inside the store, so I want you guys to see that footage, and then we are going to open these two up and we're going to really compare them. And yes, we even went back to Paco's, my husband and I, because it's just so good. So while Avery was changing my Courtney for me, I realized I don't have this sweater. So I'm gonna get it while I'm here. I also don't have any of these, but I think I'm gonna wait on them just a little bit longer because this will get her through the winter for now. She has really well balanced eyes, but there's like a little speck of white stuff on her face, so I want to see if it's like an actual stain or if it'll come off. Oh, I can't get the lid off. I think it's just a piece of, it's just a piece of fuzz. So I'm gonna get this one because her eyes are really well balanced. So Lindsay and Avery really want me to get Nanea, and I think I'm just going to do it because I've got all this exchange to do. So I could get her with no money out of my pocket, so I think I'm going to. They definitely have some different eyes though. Her eyes touch, then like her, she's got a lot of white over her eyes. Her eyes are touching the orbits. Part of the reason I ended up wanting these dolls is, first of all, Corinne is very adorable. She is very cute. I really love the way she looks, but I have kind of decided, you know, I want to be a mold completist. That was sort of why I had gotten Sonali, like when she first came out, also because she was like an amazing skin tone, and I really just loved that mold. And I don't have the Nanea mold, and so the big debate has been over whether this is the same mold as Corinne, but what it looks like is that she's a modified Nanea mold. So let's take them both out of the box and really compare them to each other and see what are the major differences that we see. So Lindsay and I, when the actual photos, the official photos of Corinne came out yesterday from Good Morning America, and they were on the website, I took the pictures from the American Girl website and I did like a superimposition of her face over Nanea's face, and it was clear that there were some very obvious differences between them. But like the nose and mouth seem almost the same, but we're going to take a very mathematical approach to figuring out if they are the same or not. I just adore her sweater and leggings set. I think that is so cute. I did get her accessories. I didn't get Nanea's accessories today. You know, I just, cause she was kind of, it's almost like since I didn't have to spend the money because I had the exchange, I was like, I just want to get her, like, cause she's Hawaiian too, and I love Hawaii, and I have Kanani, and so I thought maybe, you know, she can be like, I don't know, like Kanani's grandmother or something, but I really wanted her, and her accessories are super cute, so I wanted to get them with her. So I, of course, went through my whole, you know, while I was there at the store, there was a little girl that got one of these, and the lady at the register was having a hard time getting the hairnet off as well. Like, I have a hard time with these hairnets, and she had to go to another cashier to help them, to get them to help her remove the hairnet. I love the turquoise streaks. Like, they're almost neon turquoise streaks in this doll's hair. I think they are so pretty. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. I think that's really adorable. And it's like the underside of her hair, excuse me, the underside of her hair has this gorgeous aqua turquoise neon color, and she's got a pretty braid, and I love that she's got a side part. Side parts, I love side parts, and I love that she's got one. She is really gorgeous. So we were trying to, Lindsay and I were trying to decide, if you watched our video from when we were at the store the other day, we were looking at Nanea and seeing like that her mold didn't actually have indentations in the corners of the eyes, but Corinne does. So in the corner of her eye, when I first saw this picture, I thought maybe that was painted, but it's not. There's actual, like a triangular, it's molded into this triangular shape, and I don't think it is shaded on the inside. It's not shaded on the inside. I had thought when I first saw it that it was. Look at her eye, look at her eyeliner though, or her eyelashes. That's so pretty, the way that they've painted that on her eye. I love that style on her lashes. That's really gorgeous. She's really pretty though. I really love this meat outfit. Like, it is gorgeous. Let's take a look at her accessories while we're talking about her, and then we'll get Nanea out and we'll do the comparison. Maybe I should just do this. See, I need Avery here for this because Avery was the one that handled all this for me last time. And she's very good at it. As for me, let's see. There we go. All right. And I have, like, the last girl of the year I got, I think, was Kanani. That's still in my collection. I want to say I bought a Grace and I bought a McKenna, but I didn't end up keeping them. Oh, look at her glasses. They're like a periwinkle color. So I was going to say they're purple, but they're not really purple and they're not really blue, which makes them, what, periwinkle? That is so cute. Her colors are really nice. Like the colors that they've chosen for her collection, I really like the colors that they have picked, like these pastel, like blues and greens and purples and periwinkles. I think they're adorable. And she's got her little hat with a pom-pom at the top. Now, we call these, I saw this debate online not that long ago. Like, a lot of us in the South call these toboggans, and I know that a toboggan is like an actual sled and it's not this, but I don't know, that's just what we call them. So anyway, she's got a Rocky Mountain Resort Youth Pass for Corinne 10. And I think these are some arm warmers that she also came with. And her little clear bag is just precious. Look at that. That is so cute. It'd be even cuter without that gigantic American Girl tag inside, but we'll either cut that out or we'll just leave it. We had a conversation about that the other day too, about how, like, I understand they have to put all the safety stuff on there for regulations, but wow, they really do make some stuff look pretty bad. So there's her little backpack. She looks adorable. I think that is the cutest outfit. I'd love to have for her like a different style of boots that are less sporty, maybe like a I don't know, maybe just like a regular, like a UGG or something, but these are really cute. All right, so now let's open up Nanea and check her out. And Lindsay is so jealous because this is the doll that she really wants. But she and Avery talked me into getting her. Avery kept telling me, you need her, go get her. So here she is. She is here. She's got a fuzz in her eyelash. Now, these dolls, when I was in the store, okay, so her eyes are very, like, when I was looking at all the dolls, none of them really had eyes that I loved. So you guys know, if you've seen me, you know, look at the doll's eyes in the store, like, I try to look for eyes that are well balanced and that are even on the doll. I had a hard time. I looked through a lot of these dolls. Like, one of them had, oh, that's squeaky. One of them had her complete, like, the whites of the eyes were showing, like, above the eye socket, like on both eyes. So she really looked like kind of bug-eyed, like, you know, and so it looked really bad. So I was trying to find one that had the eye socket, you know, up evenly. That's what I look for. I look to see that the bottom of the, what is that? Not the pupil, but the, is that the retina? The bottom of the like green part of the eye is even against the bottom eyelid, I guess, on the doll. I look for that evenness, and when I find them where they're both kind of like evenly covered on both sides, that's the one I'll go for. So, oh, this is super cute. This outfit is so cute. I'm gonna have to read her story because I really don't know anything about her story. I don't even know what year is she, 1941. Okay. I really need to read her story so I can learn more about her. But her collection's beautiful. She's got some really wonderful pieces in her collection. So let me see if I can get this hairnet off. They really get them on there tightly. All right, so that one's off, and there's her hair. Her hair's not quite as full as the other dolls I've bought lately. Like, a lot of the dolls have a lot fuller hair. It doesn't feel like she's got, like, her wig doesn't feel quite as full to me as, like, Maritza, for example, or Yvette. Their wigs are super full. All right, let's see her hair clip. She's got a flower hair clip. That is so cute. I'm gonna put that here. Oh, maybe I should put it the other way. Let's see, hold on. Yeah, that's adorable. Oh, she's really cute. I'm sorry, Lindsay, that I got her for you when you're the one that really wants her. But oh, she's adorable. Okay, but what I really want to do, that was her book, that I will read. These are real pockets too. That's nice that she has real pockets on, and then 3 little buttons on each side. Those are nice details. And there's even trim across the pocket, which is real. That's not printed on, that's real trim. So that's a small thing, but that's something that denotes quality when they've taken the time to put a real trim on the pocket and made a real pocket. So you've got a real pocket, real trim, real buttons. It's not just printed on stuff. These are real buttons. Do they really unbutton? They do. So these buttons really unbutton. I haven't gotten a new historical character since Marie Grace and Cecile. No, Courtney's a historical character, technically. She doesn't feel historical to me, but she's supposed to be. So anyway, oh, look at her. She is so sweet. she really is a sweetheart. I really do like her. But now what I want to do is I want to compare the two molds, because that was the thing that Lindsay, Avery, and I kept going back and forth about, was it the same mold or was it not? So I'm gonna lay them down. I can look at them and tell you they're not the same mold. Like, and it may be what you might consider a modified mold, but I don't even know that the shape of the eye is so different on these two molds. I'm not sure that I would even call it modified. I'm gonna try to get them closer so I can look. This eye is it's not truly round on the Nanea, but it is more like, I would say, oval shaped. Like it is like, it's like a round, but just it's been squashed a little. Where this, you have a true, like almost like a football shaped eye. Like it's a true like almond, it goes to a point on either end. So where this one is more like a smushed round, like a smushed circle, this is like truly, you've got, like it's pointed at either end. On the Nanea, they paint those triangles on, but on here, on Corinne, like it's actually, it goes into a triangle, kind of like we were talking about with the Jess mold. Like they have that, and then they paint it on some dolls, and some dolls they don't. I bet she would be really pretty, like if you wanted to paint some eyeliner inside of that. But that is truly a different shaped eye. Like it's really interesting to see them side by side and see how truly different the shape is. Now, as far as I'm gonna pick them up, and I had thought, like Avery and I both thought that Corinne's face looked fuller. So I'm gonna be scientific here, and I'm actually going to measure their faces so that we can see if they're truly fuller or not. So I'm just gonna measure from ear to ear across the lips. So this ear across the lips to this ear is right at, you guys can see it's like 5.5 inches. That half goes into the inside of her ear when I'm going across the face there. I don't know how scientific this truly is, but you know, I like to feel like it's something. So if I go from this ear across to this one, look at that. It is, her face is fuller, because this is like the half mark lands before the ear starts. So I'm gonna try that again. I'm gonna make sure that let's look at the ears. Are the ears different shapes? The ears are a little bit different shape too. And I think, we were kind of talking about this, I think that they've remolded the ear slightly on the dolls. These are two different, so that they can wear the hearing aids better. I think that they've done that. Like we were noticing that about the Joss mold has a different shaped ear than the other doll, and I think that's great. I think that's really good, because if they have all the dolls with that, then any doll can easily wear the hearing aid. But you can, this ear is different than this ear. This ear is a little bit bigger, and this canal is like a little bit deeper. So so the eyes are definitely remolded, the ear is definitely remolded, and I think her cheeks are fuller. I'm looking at her again. Oh, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna do it one more time, just to so I'm gonna go from here across the lips to the other one, and you can see that half mark lands right about where the canal of her ear starts. And then if I do it on Corinne, I'm gonna lay it right here, the start of her ear, across her lips. Oh, I slipped. Let's try that again. Across her lips, and that half mark, it's almost there, but it's just like a little bit shy of like inside the center of that ear canal. I think it's a little bit fuller. That might have to do though with the shape of the ear, because the ear is different shape. Now for the lips as well, I'm looking at the lips, and like Nanea's teeth are bigger, and Corinne's teeth are a little bit smaller, I feel like. I feel like Corinne, it could just be a painting difference, but I feel like, I don't know, I'm gonna measure again. I'm gonna measure from her Cupid's bow up to the middle of her nose, and that is right about, I'm gonna measure that in centimeters because it's so small. That is right about it's right about 1 centimeter from the center of her Cupid's bow up to the top of her nose, like there. I'm gonna look at Nanea now. It's about the same. Because it almost seemed, wait, no, Nanea's goes a little bit higher up. So if I start at her Cupid's bow and I go 1 centimeter on her, it lands like right in the center of her nose, right there. Now if I go to her Cupid's bow and go on the nose, Cupid's bow to the nose, the 1 centimeter lands right about there, which is, that might be the same. This is hard to say, but I feel like just looking at them, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like there is a little bit of difference here. And I don't think it's that out of the realm of thought to say that if the eye is different, the ear to me is definitely different. Like I feel like these ears are bigger and thicker, and they might be thicker too to make piercing easier. That could be something that they've made them a little bit thicker because so many of the dolls are getting their ears pierced now. That could be something that they're doing. But for sure the eyes are a different shape. So I would consider them, I know that I saw, like I said online, that somebody said this is modified. I would consider it a different like mold entirely. So for me, I'm glad to have them both because they are different. Like the shape of the features on the face is different. So that's really, really interesting to me. I wonder when they're gonna start making if they'll start making all of the face molds available on Create Your Own, because it would be nice to have some of these. Yeah, her eyes are even, they feel like bigger and like, I don't know. It could just be because her eyes are brown. They look bigger, but she is really cute, y'all. And I did not think I'd be out here buying another Girl of the Year anytime soon, but American Girl just sucked me back in hardcore. And the nice thing about it has been that I haven't had to spend real money on it because I've had gift cards, I've had rewards points, I had a exchange today that I was able to do to get these dolls, so I didn't have to pay anything out of my pocket, so that was nice. And now I've got another $95 to spend, which I probably will do for Create Your Own. That's kind of my goal, but I'm gonna wait and see if I get any more rewards points this month. So that'll probably happen towards the end of the month. Wow, she really is gorgeous. And again, really love the colors of her collection. So I'm really excited. Now, y'all have to tell me, where am I gonna put all these American Girl dolls in my room? Because they're so big, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna spend this whole weekend. I started my 2022 figuring out how to fit my American Girl dolls in my room. That was why I had downsized them at one point, because I had so many. I had all the Girls of the Year through, I think it was through McKenna. And I was like, you know what, I can't, there's so many of them. I sold every one of them. I sold Kit, I wish I still had Kit. I sold Kaya. I sold Rebecca. I had a Rebecca. Like all of the historical ones past Josefina, I sold. So I had Julie and Ivy, sold them. I have a Julie now though, but that's a story for another day. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about the mold differences. It's just it's fascinating for me to look at them because, like I said, I'm a mold completist. I want all the molds. So that means I need to get a Kaya ASAP. I need to get the other 3 boys, and I'm gonna need to get an AG number 4 at some point now. But before then, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put them when I get them. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
I want to say a huge thank you to my patrons from Patreon: Lindsay S., Leah W., Doreen Z., Janice H., Mercedes W., Cindy K., Bear Sunflower, Diane B., Kelly L., Cindy L., Susie W., Krista R., Victory Run, Shorna R., Shira Star Hobby, Stephanie W., Jessica S., Ray M., and Asia C. Your support means so much to me and helps me continue bringing you great dolly content. For information on how you can become a supporter of this channel, please see the link in the video description. Thank you so much for watching.